Raptor conversion pickup. It has a full front end of a Raptor, but the doors in the cab are basically a 2019 F-150. So it has all the necessities of, you know, what that comes with as an F-150 versus the Raptor seating package and interior and stuff. As far as the front end goes, he had most of it done. This guy's from, you know, out of this area, and he came through and we had to basically replace the whole front end for him. But that's all handled, and now we're back to the rear end of the vehicle where he requested that we get the rest of it cleaned up and do a paint to match to where it's at all, you know, all of it's at least one color red. So he should be pretty happy with it. I flat cut everything with 150 yesterday and pretty much got a lot of the texture out of the gel coat. It's still gonna be a little wavy because they're fiberglass panels. I mean, he didn't request body work or any of that. He just wanted paint, so I did him a favor and did a little extra hard cut. Everything's already been prepped out all the way to 320. All the edges are feathered. Most of the pinholes are filled. As far as prepping raw fiberglass, that's what you got to go back and check for is imperfections in the glass matting. It'll have air pockets, and once you go to scuffing over it or sanding it to a certain extent, it'll pop the top off of it, and then you got to go back and fill them in and clean it up. As far as prep goes, everything's already done. We're just getting ready to give it the wipe down and start spraying. Start gallon of thinner. I'm gonna slap Erie. Look how dirty this thing is. This is how I keep my guns. Well, a little dusty, but this is how I try to keep them. And this is what happens when you loan one to Erie. Seriously, guys. Yeah, I've had this paint gun for like 15 years. I've literally rubbed the chrome off of it. You can see where the finish is starting to come off finally. It's like 15 years old. But yeah, I've sprayed, I can't even tell you how many cars with this gun, dude. A whole bunch. But I've had this gun longer than my kids have been alive. We got the Harbor Freight Primer Gun Special. And this gun is the actual 1.8. This is the flake shooter. That's the big gun. It's the biggest tip. And then my other one, this one's a 1.4. Where is my other gun? Yuri still got another one? I bet he's got one at the shop. Cause I think I had 4 of them. 3 or 4. Because I bought 2 new ones when I sprayed the cutlass. Just to spray the cutlass. Let's get some gloves on. And scrub cup. Before we even get the vehicle ready, I gotta clean my gun. What we're gonna take and a little bit thinner in the wash. Pour that in there. Tip and all. Nozzle's already off. What we're gonna do now is pull the needle out. I'm gonna soak the bolt, needle mechanism. We're going to take it even a step further and pull the nozzle out. This is the seat for the needle. This is what also deflects all the air baffles and everything else. She's pretty gross. So, and then your air dam, which is very important. If you don't put this in the gun, it won't spray right. And you can't over soak it in lacquer, it'll ruin it. Cup loose. So what most people don't realize, if you don't clean the outside of the gun, this stuff builds up around the edges, and that'll fall into your paint job while you're spraying. So it's very important to keep these as clean as you can. And then that's pretty much it. You've got your nozzle base, your seal back here, air housings, paint inlet. Put her in there for just a minute. Put just a splash more on top. Trick on these, if you've got one, even if you find one in a pawn shop that you buy real cheap and you want to clean it up, take a piece of gray Scotch-Brite. Let me grab one. Bring it over and just cut a sliver off of it. You're only going to need a little strip. And that'll be your scrubbing pad. The reason you use gray is because it's not coarse enough grit to mess up the finish on the gun. Keeps you from over scratching things. Yeah, we'll let that soak for a minute and then we'll start again.
Welcome back to All Street Garage.
What are you doing?
Nothing, I'm just hanging. Drinking water, staying hydrated. Fiberglass, huh? Oh yeah. Alright. Looks like a whole lot of I don't want to work on this truck.
You're spraying it. Just like, because I repaired some of the corners to clean it up a little bit. When you're spraying it, just give it a little mist. But you got to watch the water spots out there. Make sure you wipe all of them, or they'll show up in the paint. Oh, dude, go out there and redirect that shit.
It's not my party.
It ain't mine either, apparently. I just got suckered into hosting it in the middle of a paint job. It's a little thin.
Perfect. Perfect.
Good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, all the spraying's been done. It was kind of a nightmare at first, but we got it. Shut these off since it's not so foggy in here now. Still kind of tasting here, not bad.